Greetings, beautiful earthlings. My name is Star. If you are new here, I don't know how you found me, but I am super glad you did. And if you are returning, y'all the real MVP, you already know. So you guys already know I am trying to play catch up really fast. I did just do the Hanged Man video, so that's going to be a late post for the day, but hopefully if I get this video done, that will get us back on track to being posted at 10 a.m. like we're supposed to be every day. I just lost 6 days of filming this week, and it really bit me in the butt not having things backlogged for that 10 a.m. time release like always. So if you guys have not seen my Hanged Man video, I have made a Google Docs file for all of the information on the cards that we are going over. It's all of the information from the book, so I do have the copyright information in there, as well as links to where you can get the book, the decks that I'm using, all of my socials, info, all of that stuff. So I did get as far as the introduction letter to my students, all of those resource links and references, as well as the first 3 cards so far. So I got up to the High Priestess. So please take a look at that down there. That is in the description box of every Learn the Rider Waite Tarot series video, and it will be going forward. I'm gonna try my hardest to work on that really hard for the next couple of days and get us caught up to where we are currently with the cards, because I'm only on the third write-up, but we're on the 13th, 14th card now. So I'm gonna try really hard to get us caught up. That way the write-up corresponds with the card we are going with for the day. So if you guys want to rewatch those videos with the write-ups now, feel free to do so. You guys can take that document and utilize it however you feel fit. So you can copy and paste it into a new document, do whatever spacing or things that you need for your eyes. You can also print it out, highlight it, take notes, things like that. But please, you guys utilize that document. I worked very hard on doing this for you guys so that everybody has access to it instead of just giving those write-ups to our group. So I really want all of you guys to have the best chance at learning this and to have the information if you don't have the book and if you are just watching my series. So I really wish that we had enough of these to just send out to everybody and follow along with this, but we can't. So I do have all of the reference things in there, like a college paper, so you'll see the quotations and the pages and stuff like that, just to cover my butt in case this book publisher does not like that I'm sharing the information. I just want to be safe, so I don't have pictures of the cards in there or anything for those copyright reasons. And every card has one page to itself, so I did cram everything into one page for each card. That's why I say if you guys need to space it out, you need to make it bigger letters, whatever you need to do, by all means do it. I just wanted to keep it limited to one page for each card so that it wasn't all over the place. Okay, so today we are going over the Death card, and I'm very excited. I did shoot this twice already and had to redo it clearly, but the Death card is number 13, and this is a very fun card to look at adaptations of. It's one of my favorite cards in the deck. I know a lot of people get really nervous when the Death card comes up in a reading. They think it is an omen of death, and it's not, you guys. The Death card means rebirth, so it's essentially talking about death of a part of you, death of a cycle, death of something that needs to be gone, almost like the Tower. We'll talk about that when we get there, but you know, it's not an omen, it's not a scary card, it's a beautiful card. It's talking about metamorphosis and change and bringing about rebirth and getting rid of old things to bring in new things. So I really want everybody to understand that the Death card is not scary. It does not mean there will be a death in your family. It does not mean that you are going to die. It has nothing to do with death, okay? It's talking about a spiritual type of element of death, all right? It's just a figure of speech. So don't let the Grim Reaper on there and the word death freak you out. It has nothing to do with death, okay? So there are a lot of little things in this card. I'm going to try my best to get you guys in there. The first time I did this video, it was a train wreck trying to get in there. So hopefully it works out today. So let's go ahead and read what the book has to say about this card. At the top, it says, something comes to an end. When something pleasant comes to an end, we are sad, and conversely glad when something awful stops. But the image also reminds us there is something left to do. You need your positive aggression, the strength to bring out necessary and radical change. I also forgot to say, if you guys are new and this is the first time you are joining us, the links to the book and the deck I am using are both in the description box for you guys, because I have my book set up now on a stand, so I can't show it to you anymore. So if you get the death card in a spiritual reading, we've got a quote here from, I don't know if this says Goethe or Goethe. I went to school for literature and I should know these things, but I don't. So it says, "And as long as you do not have this, die and be reborn. You are but a dreary guest on this dark earth." Spiritual meaning there for you. So if you get this as the card for the day, it means which fruits are ripe to pluck, which results are still missing, what is no longer fitting for you. So just a little reflection there for you in the card for the day. If you get this in a love reading, it says, "Make space for a new sunrise." And if you get this for a success and happiness reading, it means it is a life, if a life is to bear fruit, the conditions must be prepared for the harvest in the appropriate sequence, but it is never too late to begin. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we've got here. The first one, it says the Black Rider. And so it's this dude on the horse. Clearly that is the Reaper there. He is wearing black armor. That's why it's called the Black Rider. So it says, this card is a mirror too. It is not just a question of letting go, but also actively bringing something to a conclusion. Warns against harshness and unjustified aggression, encourages positive and consistent action. The next one we got here is the white horse that he is riding on. And that one says, the horse symbolizes strength, vitality, and subconscious drives. The color white stands for completion and a new beginning. The contrast between black and white is a reminder of great extremes in life. Sorry, I'm flying through this, you guys. Like I said, I have filmed this twice already, so I don't have much to say about it. The next one we got here is the Standard Harvest Crown. So that's the little flower flag that he's holding there. So it says, the great flower consisting of 5 ears of grain, the pentagram downward pointing, makes one thing very clear. It's harvest time. The reaper's task is not to destroy, but to bring in the harvest. The next one here, we're getting real tiny, is the king without his crown. So it's this dude laying on the floor here, being all dramatic. His crown fell off. That guy. Hope you guys can see that. It looks pretty clear to me from here. So death of the ego, the end of the worldly might. Negative connotation, loss of control and impotence. Positive connotation, doffing one's headgear out of respect for the laws of life and death as an aspect of the emperor's rule over himself. So the next one we got here is the bishop without his staff. So it's this dude here. He does have a staff. It's down here. It fell. I guess everybody freaked out when death came over. So he fell. He dropped his crown. He dropped his staff. I mean, just everybody freaked out. They were like, oh, the Grim Reaper's here. So the bishop without his staff says, positive connotation, the final stage of development has been reached and come to a crowning conclusion. The Tau cross symbolizes a great happiness, magnificence, and the ultimate feeling. So if you guys watch the Hangman video, you know the Tau cross, just the T cross. I don't know why it says Tau cross relating to his staff there, though. His staff looks more like a key to me right there. But it says Tau cross. So the next one we got here is the girls/children. So these little dudes right here. Hopefully YouTube does not restrict this video because I said the word children. That is a hot topic word on YouTube for some reason. So we're just gonna say the girls, and they have little flower crowns here, if you guys can see that. Little children, they got flower crowns there. So the larger girl turns away, only the small child and the priest face death itself. As adults, we have As adults, we have to be children or priests in order to accept death as being a normal part of life. I don't know. I don't know. So this next one, I really hope you guys can see this. I'm really sorry. This is teeny, 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 tiny, and I didn't even notice it. It says the ship of the souls. So it's this little tiny sailboat right here on the water. This little thing, I know you can see the little white flag on it. It's a little black ship with a little white flag. It is so teeny tiny. So that says, it's an image from Egyptian mythology to be found reflected in many religions, the boat which carries the souls from death to reincarnation. Thus, this card also stands for the changing phases of life. So the next one we got here is the Heavenly Gate, and it is this back here on the hill. You guys can see there are two stone things with the sun coming out through it, and that is the Heavenly Gate there. So it says, knocking on heaven's door. Death is not simply the end. In fact, it is quite possible to be dead long before one dies. Excuse me. And live on long after having died. Okay. So the next one says the Eternal City. So that is pointing to the middle of this. So if you guys can see that there where the sun is shining between those two pillars, there's kind of a little black silhouette there. It looks like a mountain, but that is the Eternal City. So an image from the New Testament, the Eternal City or Eternal Jerusalem is the paradise which shall return on the day of judgment. Well, today is the day of judgment, and death and change are today's issues. So that is reminiscent of the Lover's card, where they said that today is the day of judgment and the return to paradise. So don't look toward the day of judgment as a specific date and time. Always view each day as if it is your last, that type of thing. So this next one, clearly we have seen there are some color differences between the Radiant Rider Waite and the original Rider Waite. So this one is talking about the gray sky. As you guys can see, the sky here in this one is actually blue. So it's light blue with gray at the very top. So we are going to talk about it as if it is a gray sky for all intents and purposes. So the golden sun may be rising or going down. The gray sky warns against indifference and apathy, in this case in respect of death as a part of life, and it is an inspiration towards a calm, unruffled spirit. So I really hope you guys were able to retain some of that. I do love the death card. Whenever it comes up, I get a little hee the death card. So I really hope you guys don't have that negative connotation associated with the death card. You'll also see why the Tower is not such a scary card when we get there, and that's swiftly approaching, so I'm very excited. And next we are going to be moving on forward to Temperance, so I am super excited. This is my aunt's card in the deck. I don't know if it's her favorite card, it's just it has become her card in the deck, and I'm very excited to do it. So I really hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you made it to the end, please give me a big thumbs up. If you didn't like this video, that's cool. Thumbs down. You don't have to like my video. And also, I keep forgetting to say, you guys already know my socials, booking info, and wish list info are all in the description box for you guys always. So I really hope you guys have a beautiful, wonderful day wherever you are when this video reaches you, my friends. And I can't wait to see you in the next one. Namaste.